Hi guys, myself Sai Krishna, and this is my first semester in the field of data science. Today I'm gonna give about my understanding on the topic called knowledge discovery of a geographical patterns, geochemical patterns using data-driven analysis. Whereas coming to the references, which is same as professor mentioned, those are the same. I have. Wrote this example or my analysis with respect to that paper only. Coming to the 1.2 session, we will get various kinds of data in each and every paper. We use it to do the analysis with respect to the data. Here the great deal of information is collected from many sources and disciplines, and it is analyzed by using different kinds of algorithms and recognizing complicated patterns with a high dimensional information methodology. Whereas the sources are completely, it's like satellite observations and ground sensors are those are the sources of this enormous quality of the information. To find the further analysis in a big earth data, these are the sources. Whereas coming to the goal of this study is to identify the anomalies and the relationship and the geographical occurrences in a geographical data obtained in the survey of China. Whereas coming to the 1.3 session, the work examined over 20 articles to research each and every element. Whereas coming to this article, it is also covered the whole details of how Earth data is collected and how Earth data is collected with respect to the multiple sources and stated with respect to the various principles and techniques. Whereas it is also covered the part of knowledge discovery and the geochemical exploration is also covered in this article. Coming to the 1.4 session, to figure out the anomalies. The main purpose of the study is to figure out the anomalies. To figure out the anomalies, a good number of tools, various kinds of tools are used here to identify the patterns, relations, and understanding them. Whereas to identify its pattern, a Lisa method is used for it, and to understand the relations between them, a PCA method is used, and to understand with understand with the relations, DAN is also used respectively. Whereas here the data is collected with the sample survey, which results in 2090 samples which was collected through a survey in China. This was the main source for this paper. This information is gathered in order to examine and forecast the relationship between the 15 factors. Whereas the spatial data is collected to improve and streamline mineral exploratory analysis. Whereas coming to the results were highly it was quite appreciated. The results were highly distinguished with respect to the different kinds of patterns. Whereas the first result was represented in a simplified geographical map of a Tukaleo or concentration area in a China. Whereas coming to the second pattern, like it was plotted with the small graphs, which is with respect to a map showing a stream sediment sampling sites. Whereas the third figure results, it was a combination of four pictures where a cluster and outliner analysis is used here. Coming to the fourth figure, there are box vibrant colors has been used in a bar graphs with respect to plot the raw and log transformed, lil transformed. These are the various kinds of box plots has been used, and histograms is also used here for a better understandings for the results here. Coming to the 1.5 session, several spectrometry processes also used to analysis and assess the evaluate each and every elements over there. Were anticipating the relationship. The author additionally created the detection limits and quality assurance for the better results. Whereas the results are picturized in a form of graphs to plots highlighting outliner explanation to figure out the abnormalities among many of those components. While comparing the different methods, it's quite evident that mineral exploration is strongly recommended. Like it was the most recommended method to find the geochemical graph analysis. Whereas coming to the 1.6 session, well, the contributions of the whole understanding of this research paper is nothing but improvising the quality, raising the standard of exploration and the development research, and making future pre-processing and mining procedures so easily. So this was that one. Whereas the some of the data driven approaches used to tools recognize the patterns, and some elements are measured using spectrometry techniques. There are 15 elements in total that need to be analyzed to find relations among them. Mineral exploration is one of the key research that is done to produce results for the future studies. It was the future research for efficient and better results. These elements are processed using better techniques and procedures. Whereas coming to the each element is measured and analysis with respect to the spectrometry procedures and the limits and detections of a quality control while predicting the association. Coming to the section 2, as compared with the previous research papers, the hardness of the paper is quite moderate. Like, it's simple to understand, more than simple to understand, quite hard to understand. Like, it's moderate with respect to the author's point of view and explanation methodologies. It is quite moderate to understand it, whereas the data driven concepts are introduced and it was explained and it shown with the different kinds of examples. But the explanation of the functionalities is quite failed. Like, it was my point of view to understand the functionalities of those data driven concepts is quite low. Whereas the most appreciated and well appreciated thing in this research paper is it was well designed quality research paper, I can say that. Apart from it, a well classified results is also plotted with the different kinds of types of graphs as a results, like geographical, histogram, box plots, and etc., to highlight this study. And the research design is quite easy to understand, where the results is also compared with the tabulation loadings of principal component analysis and picturized with different kinds of elements with respect to the colors, etc. A bar graph, scattered graph is also plotted at a figure 9. And yeah, like the results and research designs with respected formulas is also explained very well in this paper. Coming to the session 2.2, the well-designed quality of a research paper is highly appreciated, and well-classified results is also add on to this research paper. And coming to 2.3, the main aim of this paper is to geographical data to enhance the mining methodology for getting the most accurate and quality result as the output. It was the main aim of this project, paper. Coming to the 2.4 session, I have explored how data driven techniques might aid the discovery of information from geographical data and mineral exploration. And also I have a huge understanding how the algorithm is constructed to retrieve findings from the data. It is also one of the thing which I was learned over here. Coming to section 3, the questions where we can discuss here is how geographical exploration is carried throughout the field. And the second question is, what is the importance of a data quality in a geochemical exploration? These are my two questions in a section 3. Thank you guys for this understanding video. Bye.